machines had souls, bulldozers would be the warriors of the mechanical world, reshaping the planet by carving, crushing, and rebuilding the Earth itself. From massive mines to towering construction projects, these giants quietly power modern civilization. Among them, two legends rise above the rest: the Caterpillar D11 and the Komatsu D575A. While the D575A is the largest bulldozer ever built, true dominance in mining is not about size, but long-term performance, reliability, and value. And by that measure, the Caterpillar D11 is the machine that truly wears the crown, where size meets reality. The Caterpillar D11 is already enormous by any real-world standard. It is nearly the length of a city bus, as tall as a two-story home, and heavier than many army tanks. Fully assembled and working, it weighs more than 114 tons. When this machine pushes into rock or earth, it does not struggle, it conquers. The Komatsu D575A goes even further. It stretches more than 40 feet from front to back and spans nearly 23 feet across. It carries the largest bulldozer blade ever created, capable of moving material in quantities that feel impossible to imagine. Seeing one in operation is like witnessing an industrial earthquake. On paper, the D575A wins on dimensions alone. But engineering is not a beauty contest. It is a battlefield of endurance, efficiency, and economics. Mines do not purchase machines to impress. They purchase them to survive. Why the world chose Caterpillar. Production numbers reveal the truth more clearly than any marketing slogan ever could. Thousands of Caterpillar D11 bulldozers operate worldwide. They work in Australia's iron mines, America's coalfields, Africa's quarries, and frozen northern industrial zones. The Komatsu D575A exists in fewer than 60 confirmed units. That difference tells you everything. Mining companies depend on availability, transportability, serviceability, and long-term cost control. The D11 was engineered to win those battles. Its components are standardized, its service network is massive, and its operational behavior is predictable and reliable. The D575A is powerful, but it is rare, expensive to move, and difficult to replace. In mining, rarity does not mean luxury. It means risk. The world does not need the biggest bulldozer. It needs the best one. The secret lies below. What makes the D11 extraordinary is not the blade or the engine. It is what sits beneath everything else. The track system. Moving over 100 tons across jagged rock while maintaining traction is not magically accomplished. It is engineered. The D11 uses an elevated sprocket configuration, meaning the main drive wheel sits above the tracks rather than inside them. This protects the system from dirt, reduces vibration, and increases longevity. It also improves weight distribution, meaning the machine grips the ground more efficiently and wears its tracks more evenly. This design drastically reduces mechanical shock when the machine crosses uneven ground. Over months and years of continuous labor, this translates into fewer failures, longer service intervals, and reduced repair costs. When a machine runs 48 hours straight, details matter, and Caterpillar mastered them, from farmland to industrial force. The bulldozer did not begin life as a mining god. It began in mud. In the early 20th century, farmers in California struggled to operate heavy equipment in swampy farmland. One engineer changed history by designing a metal track system that distributed weight across a wider footprint. The tractor no longer sank, it glided. Years later, two innovators attached a blade to the front of those tracked tractors. Earth moving was born. What once plowed crops now reshaped continents. From that invention came centuries of innovation, and one company would dominate the future. The blade as a modern tool. The blade on a D11 is not just steel, it is software on hydraulics. Operators today control blade angles, pressure, and depth with precision unimaginable decades ago. Advanced calibration systems automatically adjust position depending on load conditions and terrain resistance. The result is smoother movement, reduced strain on the machine, and higher material flow per hour. On some sites, the blade is guided by satellite positioning systems. The bulldozer doesn't simply push. It constructs digital shapes in real terrain based on remote data. Every movement is measured, every push is optimized. This is not digging, this is digital earth control, the body beneath the power. Underneath the blade and engine is a skeleton that rivals military armor. The D11's frame is built from reinforced cast steel, engineered to absorb impact forces that would bend lesser machines in half. Robotic welding ensures frame symmetry at a microscopic scale. Automated coating protects every surface from heat, mud, acid, and abrasion. This machine does not age like others, it endures. From frozen Arctic ground to sun-baked deserts, the D11 exists where few machines dare to operate. This isn't a product, it's a survivor. Power that never quits. At its heart, the D11 carries an engine that produces over 800 horsepower. That power is not simply delivered, it is measured, converted, and controlled with brutal precision. Traditional bulldozers rely on gearboxes to manage torque. When terrain shifts suddenly, engines hesitate. Not here. With Caterpillar's electric drive system, the engine produces electricity that runs motors directly. No gears, no lag, no wasted motion. Torque becomes immediate. Fuel consumption drops. Components last longer. This isn't technology for convenience. It's designed for war against terrain. A machine that thinks before it moves. At this scale, safety is no longer a feature, it is a survival system. The D11 is wrapped in a digital shield of intelligent technology that constantly scans its surroundings from every direction. A network of cameras, radar arrays, and proximity sensors watches the environment in real time, detecting movement before danger ever turns into disaster. If the machine senses something out of place, it alerts the operator instantly, and in critical situations, some versions of the D11 are even able to shut themselves down automatically to prevent catastrophe. The operator is no longer battling the machine. The machine is actively working to protect the operator. In the most hazardous mining zones on Earth, humans now control D11s from sealed command centers miles away, far from dust clouds, extreme heat, falling rock, or unstable ground. One person can manage multiple machines at the same time, turning control rooms into nerve centers of industrial power. This is not a vision of the future. This is modern mining happening right now. Moving a machine. The size of a house. Transporting a D11 is not logistics. It is a mission. Before this colossal machine ever reaches a worksite, it must be taken apart like a puzzle made of steel. Massive components are loaded onto specialized trains, ultra-heavy trailers, and long-haul convoys that crawl across highways and landscapes with military precision. Bridges are surveyed, roads are reinforced, and routes are planned down to the smallest detail because moving something that weighs as much as a building allows no room for error. Every step of the journey is coordinated like a space launch, with engineers and transport teams working together to ensure nothing goes wrong. Once the components arrive, expert crews reassemble the dozer, piece by piece, restoring this mechanical giant to full life. And when it finally roars into operation, it may work non-stop for years without rest, carving terrain day and night. This is no longer just equipment, it becomes permanent infrastructure in motion. Why the D11 will always be king. The Komatsu D575A holds records, but the Caterpillar D11 holds the industry. Because while the D575A is built to impress, the D11 is built to earn, and where one is rare, the other is reliable. Where one is enormous, the other is efficient. And where one amazes spectators, the other powers entire economies. Proving that mines do not worship size at all, they worship uptime. And in the brutal world of heavy equipment, uptime is the true king. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the most powerful machines ever built, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more incredible stories from the world of engineering, heavy equipment, and mega machines. Drop your suggestions in the comments below and we'll see you in the next one.